having no damn clue what they're doing, then you're listening to Not So Super Dungeon Bros.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 7th episode of Not So Super Dungeon Bros. We're glad to have you and excited to get on with the show. Today we are actually going to be having another roll-off to see who gets to do the recap. Which one of you poor souls lost?
I got a 9. Crap.
What a loser. I got a 19.
That's not nice.
I got an 18.
Oh,
Dad loses once again.
Yep. Okay. Well, last time on Not So Super Dungeon Bros, we went and visited the wonderful, mystical Smashly. We searched out her store, got to see some really cool stuff. We're all very envious of a folding boat that we really, really want. We got to get some equipment dealt with. Good old Rooster got a pretty sweet glove ordered that's going to be able to pump him up later, get him going real good, beat some biscuits.
We have to clarify, are they cooking gloves now? Or
touche, that's a fair point.
Why weren't there cooking gloves in there?
Oh my gosh, he needs magic mittens.
Oh my gosh.
Magic oven
The
gloves.
mittens of perfect baking.
They hit with fire damage.
He's beating his dough.
Moving on, so we got to spend some time with Smashly, check out all the cool stuff there. After that, we left Ever Summit after procuring our horses, and we went traveling to Fourstone to find the dwarf Haldor. On the way there, though, we came across a gnome who told us that his daughter had been kidnapped by bandits, so we decided to tie off our horses and go investigate. So we followed the footprints all the way to a cave where we found a bunch of these big insectoid-like centipede-looking things, and we managed to kill all of those off, but we did not find anything. The footprints seemed to end there, so not finding the gnome's daughter or anything, we turned back, and whenever we came back to where the gnome was before, we found that the wagon he was in and all of our horses were gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sad day.
I worked so hard for those horses.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't do it just
Oh my
to get rid of
gosh.
your horses. But, alright.
Yeah, you could say that if you want, but we all know.
I'm very chapped. Barrel is gone, and I don't know what to do.
Well, you guys are going to be walking, so get used to that. We find our heroes walking along the dust-beaten track through the forest. Depressed and not getting a lot of sleep the night before because they're missing most of their provisions, the heroes are beginning to be very worried and beginning to harbor some deep hatred for a little gnome. As you guys travel along, you reach the halfway point between Ever Summit and Fourstone at a little inn and tavern called the Enchanted Mule. As you guys walk up to the tavern, I need you to do some perception checks.
As long as it's not investigation.
I got a 19.
Never mind.
I got a 22.
I got a 60.
Okay, that's not
Minus
possible.
the E.
I got a 6.
Hey, good job. Rooster isn't paying attention. He's just looking around. Barb and Ezekiel, you guys see parked over by the stables is a little wagon. A wagon that you recognize. And next to that wagon is Beryl and the other 2 horses tied up against a little wooden post.
Oh, dang.
This
I
little
don't see
shit's
this,
gonna
never
die.
mind.
And yeah, so that's what you guys see. This tavern, it's pretty big. It's in an open clearing within this forest. About 200 by 200 yards across the clearing. And it's just in the center, right off the road. It has stables in the back, as well as just this main building of the tavern, where the bottom floor is basically where they have the little tavern part of it, and the inns has about 6 or 7 rooms up above.
Is there anyone else outside at the moment?
There's a few like stragglers, like people just leaving the inn, and a few people coming in and out of the tavern. No one that you recognize.
I kind of lean over to Barb and Rooster, and I kind of point it out to Rooster, but do you lot think that we should maybe get our horses and get them stashed a little ways away from the inn? That way we can go check things out, and if we need a quick escape, the horses aren't in the stable.
That's a good plan.
Jake, you said this is just like an inn tavern on the side of the road?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I nod my head and I like signal something about an explosion and like whether or not we want to cause a distraction so that we can get them back without people seeing.
I think I might be able to bluff my way.
Okay.
If anybody questions, we should be able to. I mean, they are our horses.
Truth.
Okay. I guess if you guys are going to come with, let's just waltz
Is
over
there
there.
like a window in the front of this tavern or anything like that? Can people from the inside see the horses from the out?
So
from the
the
inside?
stables is behind the tavern, so you can't see right now because you're not behind the tavern. Whether there's windows, there are a few windows in the front.
Gotcha.
All right, I'd pull them both, huddling them in real quick, and just say,
Why don't Rooster, why don't you go get the horses, pull them out of the stable, and me and Zeke will go gnome hunting.
I kind of like, my shoulders drop at that prospect because I wanted to go with you guys to bash this gnome's head in. But I agree. I start, trotting over behind the inn towards the stable.
and I'm assuming you're all around the...
Yeah, back to where the horses
Right.
are. They're behind them.
Right, not through the bar, though, but around it.
No, yeah, around.
All right, so I would walk into the bar.
Yep, I'm with Barb.
Okay, you walk into the bar. Straight ahead of you is the bar itself, behind which you see a large man, very barrel-chested, thick, dark beard, black hair, big bushy eyebrows. He's very big, almost as big as Barb, maybe a little bit more broad in the chest than Barb is. And he's just like cleaning out a couple tankards, just wiping them out. To the left, you see a few tables with a few occupants that are just eating. And over to the right of you, it looks like the tables go further back and in. And I need you guys to make a perception check.
I got a 15.
Me too.
Okay. In the very back corner on the right side, towards the back of the inn, sitting near a window, you see a gnome. And it is the gnome that you saw before. He's bent over, and he just has a mug of beer in his hand, and he's not really drinking it. You can just tell with your perception check that he looks like just super disheveled, looks like he didn't get any sleep last night, and is just holding this beer, kind of staring at it.
Are there any windows or anything back there? Or anything to where I can see outside?
Yeah, so there's a big window right where he is. There isn't a window where the bar is, because like right behind the bar is actually the kitchen area. So there's no windows there, and basically over to the right where there's more dining and stuff and where this gnome is, that's where there's a few windows on the back.
Okay, so I would start running and try to kick him through the window.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to grab Barb. I'm going to grab Barb's shoulder as soon as he starts to run. Just knot my hand into his fur and just say, Barb.
Okay, hold on.
Not
I need
yet.
to roll something to see if he saw Barb like...
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you
So
know
this
that
gnome-
would be epic.
Stop rushing into
Barb
everything.
rushes a little bit forward, he kind of makes some noise, and the gnome looks up, and he sees you guys, and all of the color in his face drains, and he's just sitting there, shaking uncontrollably with this beer in his hand, like the beer is actually sloshing around, shaking in his tankard, and just staring at you guys, super scared.
Okay. I'm going to walk over there and sit down right next to him.
Please, he made me do it.
I'm going to lean in super close. And
I need you to
I'm
make
gonna
a
use
perception
Thaumaturgy.
check.
Okay. I got a 2. Son of a...
Okay, so let me...
Wait, can Barb roll? Because he's got my back.
I don't... Where are you in relation? You're like right behind him?
Yeah.
You're right behind him, so I don't think you have quite the view. But an arrow comes whistling in and strikes this gnome right in the top left shoulder. Not a killing one, but an arrow, a big chunky arrow, just strikes him right in there, and he falls off his stool, and his ale goes flying all over the floor, and he's down on the ground. The bartender looks up like, "What's going on?" And yeah, it came flying in through the window. Where are you?
I was going around towards the horses.
So if you're by the horses, you wouldn't have seen where the shot came from.
Okay.
If you're next to the horses.
Okay, so I would look out the window.
Okay, go ahead and do a perception check, Barb.
20.
Okay.
Barb.
So at the edge of this clearing, where it goes back into dense forest, you see a man with like black tribal tattoos all over his face that go down his neck and look like they would continue on. He's wearing some black leather armor with a few bits of purple enlaced around on the chest plate. And you know what? He's holding a longbow. You could tell that the shot had come from him. And he actually sees you and is backing up into the forest.
Okay. I would jump through the window.
And then on the ground you see,
I would jump through the window and go after that guy.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make an athletic check to see how good you jump through this window.
Okay.
Do they make windows big enough for barbarians to jump through?
Well, yeah, this is kind of like a bay window on the back. So
16.
That's 16. All right. So you're able to get through it without busting any of the planes because the window's open where the arrow came through, and you're able to just pull your shoulders together and kind of squeeze through it as you jump through and start running away. This guy is about 85 feet away before he went into the forest. And are you running after him?
I am.
Okay. So you begin running after him. So Rooster, you see Barb come flying out this window on the side of the inn, and you have no freaking clue what's going on. You just see a pissed off bugbear come flying through a window.
I grab the horses and ride to catch him.
Okay, so you ride up next to him. What are you doing, Zeke?
I'm going to go to this gnome, and I grab him by the shirt and kind of pull him in, and I kind of like, oh, let me take a look at that. I grab the arrow, and I twist it a little bit, and I start interrogating him.
That's awful, dude.
He passes out from the pain.
Oh.
Perfect. I pick him up and start going outside. I got to get this one to a doctor, I say.
Wow.
Everyone's kind of just shocked in the tavern. They're really not knowing what's going on. And none of these people know him at the tavern, so they're like, just not knowing what to do. And you're able to get out of there without anyone stopping you.
I just walk right out.
Okay. So you get to the edge of the forest where you're not going to be able to take the horses through here because the brush is too thick. And you see... go ahead and give me a survival check, Barb.
8.
You actually can't see the tracks that that lead off into the forest.
Okay.
And so you can go further into the forest, but you're not sure where he went to or anything like that.
So I catch up to Barb at this point, or I rode up with him, and I kind of just look over at him and hold my arms out, shrugging my shoulders like, come on, dude, what? You're our tracker. Where the fetch are these tracks?
You don't even know what he's chasing, to be honest. You didn't see the guy.
Oh, that's true.
So way to mess that up. Idiot.
All right. So he misunderstood what I was trying to say, and I was trying to say, what the fetch is going on?
Excellent. Well recovered.
I'd just explain what had happened. I'd be like,
That dude shot the gnome with an arrow and then ran into the woods. I'm trying to kill him.
I kind of signal which direction did he go?
I don't know. I can't see his tracks.
Well, where did you see him go into the woods?
Right here.
I jump down. I want to try and help him look for tracks or any signals or whatnot of where he went in.
Okay, do it with disadvantage.
Okay, survival or investigation?
Survival.
I rolled an 8.
Yep. You can see kind of where he, looked like someone was standing when they took the shot, but you can't see. This guy obviously knows how to cover his tracks.
Gotcha. Has Zeke caught up by this time?
Yes, most likely. You see Zeke come walking up with a gnome over his shoulder.
No, I'm dragging him.
Just dragging a gnome on the ground.
Yep, dragging him by the back of his
You know
shirt.
what's funny is you'd like have to bend over and hold him down low so you can do that.
No, true.
Yeah.
True.
Zeke's-
I just hold him
Zeke's
like
in
a
crouch,
sack.
just dragging him along.
Oh, man.
And Zeke's just yelling back at him, use your legs! Even though he's out cold.
Okay, I kind of come up and see. So I assume he got away.
I nod.
Unless you can see some tracks.
I'll take a sec to look around, I guess. Want me to roll in survival, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it with disadvantage.
6.
Yep, you cannot find it either.
Hey, then I think it's time to get some answers. Let's go find somewhere a little bit more private. So I kind of walk over to Beryl and get on him and have the gnome in front of me, and let's just go find somewhere nice and private.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys are leaving his wagon and everything there?
No, I want his wagon.
Yeah, no, I want to.
Okay.
Go get his wagon.
Yeah.
Grab his wagon, throw him in it.
So his
tie him
wagon
up.
has just a tiny pony attached to it?
That's
All right, I'll drive the wagon. I tie my horse to the back of it.
All right. And you guys ride off down the road towards Forestone? Is that what your plan is?
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to find like a nice secluded glade or something. Just somewhere where we can talk to this gnome without prying eyes.
You travel down the road for about 45 minutes, and you find a little clearing, it looks like, where you could pull off and maybe have this conversation. He is still out from the pain and bleeding, so let me
Are there any herbs around that I see?
make a nature check.
9.
Well, you answered your own question. 9.
All right.
Gosh.
Let's see. I'd go ahead and give him one of my health potions.
Okay. You guys take out the arrow, pour some of this.
I'm going to tie him up. Too. Sorry.
Give him the potion, tie him up, and he snaps to, just kind of like drunkenly awake. What?
Okay, I'm gonna get up in his face and start asking, I'm gonna try to intimidate him. I'm gonna, my eyes turn like a super fiery red as I use thaumaturgy to make him glow, and then I'm just gonna get up in his face and start questioning him about who was that, and who apparently made you take our horses.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Okay. And 11.
With advantage?
Yeah, actually with
I'm-
with advantage.
25.
There you go.
Dope.
He's terrified of you. He stopped me on the road and he told me that three strangers were coming and then I had to tell him that they took my daughter and then just point him in that direction and then he would let me live if I did that. Don't kill me.
We're not going to kill a little feller. Not smack him in the face. Just not real hard, but just hard enough that he knew that I was a bugbear.
Just in case you couldn't tell.
You smacked him in the face. Oh, I know you. You're a bugbear.
Oh my god.
Man.
I'm gonna ask him as well. What is there any further information you can give us? Whatever you can give us. He might not kill you. I'm still not done deciding yet. So whatever you can convince us, whatever information you can give us is good for your case.
All right, so there I was, walking my pony and my wagon along the road, and this man in black armor walks out of the side of the road and stops me and tells me that there's 3 people coming, 3 strangers, a bugbear, a kanku, and a tiefling, and that I had to convince them to go off on this little path that he had made and tell them that he took my daughter and to try and get you to go to that cave so that you would... I don't know what his plans were at that point. He told me if I didn't do it, or I didn't convince you, that he was going to kill me and then go to my farm and kill everybody else that I know.
And I kind of look back at Barb and them. Do you think we need to go to the farm?
No.
Because he might be heading there himself if he knows that the...
I think he was just trying to kill us. I think
He did. He shot the gnome on purpose.
I know, but...
I don't think he would have missed.
No, missed? What are you talking about?
If he's trying to kill us, I think he would have hit us.
Well, he was trying to get us to go in a cave where something else would kill us. That was his plan, I think.
No, it makes sense.
So I'm listening with my, hands on my beak, rubbing my... I guess kenkus don't have beards.
Rubbing your giblets.
Tapping my beak. Something like that. And then this thought pops into my mind, and I kind of, make the outline of the cave that we were at and signal that there were footprints that, led away from the cave, weren't there? If we go back there, could we pick up the trail even though it's cold?
I thought the footprints just led into the cave.
No, they came
and
back
disappeared.
out, too.
Oh, did they?
Well, when we saw them, they, led up to the cave and stopped and turned around, but we didn't notice that, and we just went straight into the cave.
No, they went in... So the feet print went in a ways, but then they just stopped and were gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
They didn't...
They didn't. You didn't see him exiting or anything like that.
Oh, I thought I...
Oh,
remember.
gotcha.
And one thing that you do recall now is that those feet print were very easy to follow. Now that you think about it, those feet print were intentionally laid thick all the way to the cave. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't
Gotcha.
2 people's footprints either. It was just one, correct?
Right. Well, no, it looked like a few footprints, but they were the same style. So it's likely that it was the same guy doing
Gotcha.
it several times.
Okay. I say we let him go, keep his wagon, and just trek on.
What time of day is it?
It's so it's just a little bit in the morning. You guys, so you traveled about 2 days after this all happened, and then you arrived at the inn early in the morning after you had rested outside because you didn't know how far it was to the inn. So you got there I don't know, mid-morning, 11 a.m. or so.
I go up to the gnome, and I kind of grab him by the lapels and stand him up a little bit and put him on his feet, dust off his head and his shoulders and everything. Then I sit down in front of him.
His wound was in his shoulder.
The tops of his shoulders.
It's still in his shoulder.
All right. I dusted lightly around it with my feathery fingers.
All right.
Anyway, then I sit down in front of him and I stare him straight in the eye. And I just ask him, what kind of vegetables do you grow on your farm?
We're not going to the farm to get vegetables, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I grow corn and flour and some potatoes.
You grow flour?
Flour, wheat, whatever.
Gotcha.
I process it too. Okay,
Yeah,
we have a granary.
I gotcha.
I lean in and I'm
Stupid bugbear.
do you grow carrots?
No.
Thank goodness.
I stand up and I just kick him on the ground and I'm like, all right, I think we should kill him. If he doesn't agree to grow me carrots, I think we should
That's
just
not
kill
what he
him.
said. He just said he didn't have any carrots.
It's the way he said it, all right?
Why do you guys hate him so much? He had like a good explanation. And he's scared.
Says the one who kills everything.
But he said he was scared to death of us. Like when we walked in the inn, it's obvious. Why would he lie?
All right, I look over at Zeke and I'm like, I nod and signal that we should go to the farm.
I'm not going to the farm.
There's nothing for
what's
us
your
there.
idea?
I'm gonna keep going forward, accomplish what we're supposed to do.
I think that the bugbear is right. I think we need to keep moving, but keep our.
Where's this guy's
keep our
farm?
eyes
Do we
out.
even know? Is it on the way?
Ask
No.
him?
You ask him. I'm done talking to him.
I'm done talking to him too.
I am too. I you know.
So can I go?
Yeah.
Shut up.
See you later.
Okay, I reach down towards the gnome and I grab. We kind of like cuffed his hands with rope. I just put my hands around the rope and fire just burns away the rope, burns him a little bit, but not too bad until it snaps finally, and then I just shove him down and turn away and go get on my horse.
You guys are still just mean as hell.
You're the one who walked
Dude,
up and smacked
I'm
him in
ticked
the
off.
It
face.
was a
still.
love smack.
I'm still ticked off.
Okay. So you guys go get on the horses. He comes up to Barbie and goes, wait here. And he goes over to his wagon and he digs around in it. And he comes back and in his hand he has a little jar of honey, as well as like a little scroll wrapped around it. And then he also gives you 5 silver.
Sweet. You see you jerks?
And then
Be nice.
he quickly runs to his wagon and snaps the little pony reins and takes off.
All right. Well, I would look at the scroll.
My horse is not still tied to the back of that wagon, is it?
No, he would be sure to untie that.
Okay, good. I'm glad that we
Besides,
clarified this.
you had gone into your horses before he did that. At least that's what it sounded like he said. But anyway, so you pull out, open up the scroll, and very rough common it says, honey glazed ham. And then below it you see what? Barb, make a raw intelligence check.
13.
Okay, you know that this is a recipe. You're smart enough to figure that out.
Okay.
All right. And he makes his way away.
Hey, you should tell Rooster that you have a recipe.
I don't know, Rooster was kind of a dick.
Yeah. Brewster's a douchebag.
Barb's just gonna sit there and eat the honey.
No, I'll put it in my pack.
He's gonna look like Winnie the Pooh.
I'll put it in my pack. Yeah.
Okay, you put it in your pack, and you go back to the horses, mount up, and begin riding.
And I'm just keeping an eye out for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that we should take a more cautious approach as we continue our travels.
Agreed.
How do you mean?
I mean, like riding in, not necessarily formation, but riding single file, maybe a little bit more spread out than we previously were, and making sure we have someone keep watch at night while we camp.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Okay. You guys begin making your way. About a day later, you guys make it to the Emerald River, which is the second largest river on this continent. It's named Emerald River because it has kind of a greenish tint to it. You're able to cross the well-maintained bridge. This road that you're traveling on is very well-maintained because it's between the two biggest cities on the continent, Eversummit and Fourstone. As you continue on, I need you guys to make a perception check as you get a little ways away from the river. Now, just so you know that you're still in a heavily forested area along the sides of the road, but yeah.
I got 11.
You say 20?
Yeah, I got
I got a 15.
Okay, so Zeke, you spot it right away, but dead ahead of you, you see a man in black armor about 115 feet away with his bow drawn. Let's roll initiative. So he was going to have a surprise attack on you, but because he saw you, he's not going to get the surprise. What's up?
Don't worry, I'll carry you.
I got a nat 1 for initiative.
Oh, okay. Rooster, you actually rolled good enough. On the side of the road, back in the forest a little bit, you see a giant dire wolf ready to pounce.
I point them out a little bit to the guys.
Yep.
And then just so that I confirm the lay of the land, we were walking down a road, we crossed a bridge, and then as we crossed the bridge, we see Mr. Man in Black with his puppy dog.
So you got a little ways away from the river. You're probably 500 yards away from the river.
Okay, I would start whistling and slap my knee. Here, doggy.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We're in combat, peeps.
I got a 21 for my initiative, by the way. So I get to do whatever I want to do before Barb starts trying to woo this dog.
Okay,
Cute.
20 to 15?
I'm a 10.
All right, so Rooster, you are first. Again, this guy is about 115 feet away from you. And that's what you see. And then you see the dire wolf. The dire wolf is probably 50 feet ahead and to the right in the woods a little bit.
50 feet closer to us?
The dire wolf is 50 feet away from you and to the right in the brush on the road.
Oh, gotcha.
Then you have the guy 115 feet away.
Gotcha. Alrighty, yeah, I will, I am just going to run up to the dire wolf and climb a tree next to it.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
I have 40 speed.
Okay, so you can get 10 feet away from him, and then are you using a dash action?
Whatever I have to do to climb a tree.
Okay, so you'll use a dash action to get the additional 10 feet, and then I need you to make an athletics check when climbing this tree.
19.
Alright, so you're able to get about 20 feet up into this tree, out of the dire wolf's reach.
Can I, use a bonus action to throw, a pine cone or bark off the tree or something down at the dire wolf just to get his attention and piss him off?
He already saw you run right by him and climb a tree.
You can bark at him.
You can bark at him as your bonus action.
All right, cool.
I imagine you have a Chihuahua bark.
No, I was thinking more like a Scooby-Doo bark. That's what I was thinking of.
No, it's too deep for you. All right, that'll bring us to the dire wolf, who, seeing that you climbed up in a tree, is going to run towards the guys, and he actually has a movement speed of 50 feet. He's going to run up to the one that looks most like him, Barb, and take a bite action.
Are we on our horses still? I would assume?
12 doesn't hit. Yeah, you guys are on your horses. Rooster, I assume, dismounted.
So is this a male or a female dog? I mean, could he be attracted?
Oh my god.
You'll have to check as a bonus action. 12 doesn't hit, right?
No.
Okay, he misses. That will take us to your turn, Barb.
All right, I'll pull out my great sword and take a slash at him. 21.
21 hits.
Oh, I forgot to say I'm in a rage.
Well, that sucks.
Huh?
just kidding. I'll let you do it. But from now on,
Yeah.
you gotta remember to do it first. Okay.
Yeah, I got 21 with 12 slashing. And that, don't you add the slashing and then rage? So
Yeah, add them together.
Yeah, 12.
12? Yep. Cool. Alright, you doing anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna check and see if it's male or female.
It's male.
Damn it.
Were you looking for a girlfriend?
You never know.
What?
It's lonely out here.
Oh my. Alright, that will bring us to the man in black. He's going to fire his arrow up at Rooster hiding in the tree. He rolls a nat one. His bowstring snaps. And he throws it to the ground all pissed off. And he is going to move forward about 50 feet. So he is now 65 feet away. He is 15 feet away from you, Rooster. And that'll bring us to you, Zeke.
All right. first thing I'm going to do is jump off my horse and smack it to get away from the fight. And once I'm on the ground, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the man in black. 25 to hit.
That hits.
And 9 damage.
9 damage.
And then I am going to go invisible with my lovely cloak.
Nice. Alright. And just as soon... Wait, what did you hit him with? Eldritch Blast?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What's the range on that?
It's 120 feet.
Holy shnikes.
And I'm going to start... And I haven't really moved then.
No.
I'm going to move 30 feet towards him.
Okay.
Just like along the side of the road, so I'm trying to flank him.
Got you. That will bring us back to the top. Rooster, you are up.
Alrighty, I would like to jump from tree to tree until I'm directly over this guy and kind of do a leaping attack down at him
from a
with
bird to
my,
a monkey.
Okay, I need you to do acrobatics check.
Oh my
25.
god.
Alright, so you leap tree to tree until you are by him. That's going to cost your movement point, just so you know.
Okay.
15 feet of movement, and now you are going to attack.
I'm diving down and doing some crazy monk stuff.
Okay, go ahead, and since you rolled so high with your acrobatics, roll with advantage on your attack.
Oh, dope. This would be good. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And 6 damage.
6 damage.
And I am going to use my bonus action to do a flurry of blows. So 1 key point and 2 more unarmed strikes. A 10 to hit.
That misses.
And a 17 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
And that's Rooster's turn. That'll take us back to the dire wolf, who's going to take a bite at Barb. 24.
Hits.
Okay, 8 points of damage.
Okay.
That will bring us back to you, Barb.
Alright, I'll continue to fight with my greatsword. Oh. I got a 9. Nat 1.
A nat 1. Oh, so you swing at this and completely miss as he bites onto your arm, and he causes you to drop your greatsword to the ground, and it is going to cost you a bonus action to pick it up. Oh wait, I also need you to make a DC check.
Okay.
Hold on.
What, DC?
Yeah, a DC 13 saving throw.
Strength or...
Strength, yes.
21.
What did you get?
21.
21.
21.
Plus
Okay,
7 to strength.
so you are knock prone, but the sword, he bites onto your arm as you swing, and you drop your sword to the ground. It's going to take your bonus action to pick it back up.
Okay. I want to use my bonus action to pick it up.
Okay.
Are you,
go.
wait, are you on your horse still?
No, I jumped off when I started
Oh, okay.
smacking my
Yeah,
ears and
yeah.
whistling
Oh,
at the
yeah.
doggy.
Oh my gosh.
All right. That will bring us to the black robed man next to you. He looks at you, Rooster, and says, "My master wishes you dead, and you are not to leave this forest." And he reaches over, and you notice on his hand he has this ring. It's a black metal, and on it has this purple gem that seems kind of like it has smoke swirling within it. And he rubs his hand across it, and all of a sudden, these smoke kind of pours from both hands and form into 2 black daggers. And he is going to take 3 attacks on you with a dagger. 12 hit does not hit, right?
Nope.
Natural 20.
Nope, that doesn't hit either.
So that does 7 damage, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15?
15 passes, and then for his third attack, a 26 for 5 piercing damage.
And your booty smacked.
And as he rubbed this stone, you notice that like this black smoke also kind of went over him and just like kind of like covers him now.
So I can't see him anymore, or like, what do you mean?
You could see him. Like it just like it went over him and then kind of absorbed into him.
Oh, gotcha.
He looks a little hardier now.
Great.
And that will bring us to Zeke,
All
who
right.
is invisible.
Yes, and I'm going to flank around behind him. So I'm just completely behind him. And then I am going to cast Scorching Ray. So I assume this would make me not invisible anymore because it's an action. So I appear and blistering white hot flames shoot out of my hand. 3 rays go hurtling towards him, and I have to roll for each one of them. A 20 to hit.
Hold on a second. He is actually going to cast a spell called Absorb Elements, and he's going to absorb fire elements.
How does he know it's coming?
It's a reaction cast, so.
I
So, yeah. And you rolled a what?
20 to hit.
20 to hit. That will hit. How much damage?
8 damage.
8 damage. So he takes half that and takes 4 damage.
And then 24 to hit.
That hits.
It's for 6 damage.
And that's fire as well. So that's half to 3.
And then a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 12 damage.
Alright.
And then I'm going to use for my bonus action Misty Step, and I'm going to teleport behind a tree so he doesn't know where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Alright. That will take us to the direwolf, who's going to attack Barb again. And he's going to attack with advantage since Barb rolled his nat 1. 21 hits for 8 damage. And that is his turn. That'll bring us to you, Barb.
Alright, I'll use my greatsword again.
Okay, go attack away.
28.
28 hits.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice. How much damage?
22.
22, jeez. Okay.
Freaking Barb.
Alright. This direwolf looks very injured. It's like... Alright, that will bring us to you.
Does it run off, though, or does it stay there?
No, it's still there. It stays there.
Okay.
That'll bring us back to this man in black. He's going to keep pounding on Rooster because he doesn't see the other guy. His first attack, 22. So this does 6 damage, and then on top of that, a d6 from the absorbing elements. And on top of that, he does 4 fire damage to you. And then I need you to roll.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, alright. So he's unconscious.
That ain't good.
He's actually gonna run forward and get up to you, next to you, Barb. And that will be the end of his turn. Zeke, you're up. Go ahead and go.
Okay, out from behind a tree, I'm going to edge around, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at him. Let's see, a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay, for 14 damage. Big old ball of black energy smacks him in the head.
Okay. That'll bring us to Rooster, who needs to make a death saving throw.
Does he know where I'm at?
Yeah, you
man
said
in
you
black?
came out behind the tree.
Yeah, you
I
fired.
just kind of like looked out from it, but I don't know if he would have.
Don't... With invisibility, if you cast magic, it disappears, right?
Yeah, I was invisible when I hit him with the fire from behind earlier.
Right.
But now I'm not, and I teleport behind a tree.
Right. Alright, Rooster, you need to make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
A 3.
That's a fail. So 1 death, 1 failure. 3 failures, and your character dies. That will bring us to the direwolf, who is going to attack Barb. He has pack tactics, and since this black armored dude is next to him, he's going to get advantage on his attack, which is good for him because he got a natural 1 for his first one. 17 to hit on you, Barb.
That hits.
That's 11 damage.
Okay.
Okay, that's his turn. Your turn, Barb. So this direwolf looks really injured, and the other dude looks like he's taken some hits.
I'm gonna take another jab at the direwolf and then start running towards Rooster.
Okay, so you attack the direwolf, swing away.
So 19,
19 hits.
18.
Finish the direwolf.
All right. Sorry, I just had a funny thought.
I just think funny things.
So I grab my sword, and like usual, I get real puffy, and you can see the veins in my arm and stuff, and I just swing as hard as I can and just lop his head off. But then as I start sprinting towards Rooster, I swing the blade behind me and snip his nuts off. Do I need to roll anything for that?
No, you don't. He's dead.
Okay.
All right.
So
You
how
have killed
close
the
can I
dire-
get to Rooster?
So you are going to get an opportune attack if you run, because this guy's right next to you. So this guy will get to attack you for free if you run.
Okay, I'll just stay there then.
Are you doing anything bonus action wise?
Yeah, can I just punch him?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't attack him.
Can I kick some dirt at him or something?
Sure. Go ahead and kick some dirt at him.
Okay.
Do a. I don't know. What do we want?
He's gonna get a nat 20.
Do a dex.
Do a nature check.
Do a nature check. Do a nature check.
For real?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
7.
That sounds good. All right. You kick some dirt at him, and it just like covers his boots, and he looks at you like, "What the heck?" All right. That will actually bring us to him, and he's going to use these black daggers and attack you 3 times. 20 to hit.
Yep.
4 damage. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
8.
An 8. You are now poisoned. Poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, crap.
Alright, he's going to take his X swing. A 14 misses and an 11 misses. Okay. That will take us to you, Zeke.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to our beloved bird, and I'm gonna give him a healing potion.
Okay, roll for health.
What is it, 2d4?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay, I got a 5 HP.
5 HP. And Rooster pops up with 5 health.
Sweet.
And how far was it to get to Rooster?
So you were probably only like 20 feet away. I don't know, how far did you Misty Step away?
Third Misty Step?
Well, you said you Misty Stepped away, so I'm not...
Yeah,
so,
I just went behind probably the closest tree.
So let's say 15 feet away.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna move 15
Okay.
feet back. Try to take cover again.
Okay. You can just move over to the side.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that'll bring us back to you, Rooster. You're up.
All right, cool. So I kind of get my bearings, orient myself, and I see where the man in black is. And can I reach him with 40 speed or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to sprint up behind him and whack him in the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay, go ahead and roll advantage because he thinks you're down.
A 12 to hit?
With advantage? That's a negative, Ghost Rider. You swing and he somehow has like a sixth sense and just steps to the side and your stick comes crashing to the ground right next to him. Are you going to do anything else?
Yeah, yeah, we're going to do Flurry of Blows.
Alright, let's have it.
Hopefully I can hit him with my fists. How about a nat 20 to hit?
That'll hit.
For 8 damage?
8 damage, alright.
Man, that was the minimum amount of damage that I could do. Oh, God.
That sucks.
And one more strike, a 13, I'm assuming doesn't hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Okay.
Okay. That'll bring us to you, Barb.
I'm still using my greatsword.
Okay. Have at it.
28.
And that's a nat
28
20.
hits.
Oh, nat 20. Plus 8.
Go for it.
That would be 16.
Barb. Finish him.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So,
Oh no.
very similar to my doggy, my puppy.
Oh
I
my
flex
gosh.
really strong. And I take another just whopping swing, and I cut his head clean off. And then on my back swing, I cut off his hand and grab it, so I have his ring. So not
So wait,
exactly the
you
same.
cut off his head and then swung down and cut off his finger?
Yeah.
Okay. And then caught his
So
ring
now we're
out of
gonna-
the air? Okay.
We're gonna find the nearest volcano to toss the ring into.
And that's how you win the game!
Oh my gosh.
Alright, you have slain it. You are out of combat now. And you have this dead man on the ground.
I'd start searching him for more treasures.
Okay, roll
Now we
investigation.
can't question him though.
What?
I was just like, now we can't question him though.
He was trying to
Sucks.
kill us. I got a
Sucks to suck.
14.
14. So you look all over him. All your fighting against him and all the wounds that you guys have caused him have kind of disheveled this armor and broken it a little bit. You do find on him a gold medallion with a wolf's head on it.
Ooh.
I'd keep it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Barb if I can take a look at it just to see if it's magic. I won't take it, but I would like to check and see if
Yeah,
it
I'd like
has
to
any
show you
properties.
both my ring and my medallion.
Okay. So what are you you're checking for magic on these?
Yeah, just to see if they have any magical properties.
Well, I know that the ring has some sort of magical power, obviously. I just want to know if it's a dark power, which it
Okay.
probably is.
So you go ahead and roll Arcana check first for the ring
16 for the ring.
with advantage.
Ooh. Okay, 16 still.
So yes, this ring holds a lot of magic. Seems like a darker magic, not necessarily like you don't feel the magic like the feeling that you felt around Orokokar, but just dark magic, sort of the stuff you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
But with a 16, yeah, that's all you notice about it.
Would I be able to try to use it? Just to see
The
if...
ring requires attunement.
Attunement, okay.
Yep.
Okay, then I'll check out the medallion.
The medallion, you go ahead and roll Arcana.
I don't know anything about it. I rolled a freaking 1.
I don't even think you noticed I handed it to him.
Yep. Yep. The
my
medallion
gosh.
has no magical arcaneness about it.
Cool. I look at Bar. I'll check that one again later. I'm a little bit tired after that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go get Barrel and collect my stuff.
All right, you go back to your horses and gather them up and mount your horses and begin riding away. You don't encounter any more troubles along your journey.
Wait.
you-
Are we going somewhere that's cold?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Gonna skin the
Oh
wolf.
my god. You can skin the wolf if you want to.
I want to, because I think I could sell it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a survival check to see how well you skin this.
Okay. Plus,
Don't
you know,
botch
I'm
it,
not
Barb.
very hairy, so this might make me look more normal. Survival?
Yep.
15.
Okay. Yeah, you do a decent job. You're gonna want to like cure it before you wear it because it's maybe not Barb, but it's covered in blood and stuff. But yeah, you actually did a decent job cutting away this fur, and yeah, it'll be a good dire wolf coat, and you could probably get some decent money for it.
Nice.
So, are you wearing this on your shoulders, or are you like wrapping it up and tying it, or
I'm
do you
gonna-
want
I'm
to
gonna-
lay it on the back of your horse and let it kind of dry out in the sun?
That's what I'm going to do. Also, I'm going to find his balls and use a coin purse.
gosh! Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's true. They do it with cows.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, and now Barb has a direwolf testicle sack purse and
A gold sack.
Gold sack. Oh my gosh.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey, I was taught to use. If I killed something, you use every part of it.
That's true.
All right, we're gonna eat this
Yeah,
thing as well.
you guys can cook it up. You guys you guys could probably rest for the night.
There you go.
If you want to go
I'm
ahead.
gonna pull out my magical spit then and start dressing this thing for dinner.
Okay. So you don't have a recipe for a dire wolf or any type of dog for that matter, but you can go ahead and roll your cooking. Use your cooking utensils and roll performance to see how well this turns out.
A 10.
Okay. So it's not terrible, but you know that you're not able to like improvise very well. You have to have a recipe as a Kenku. You're not creative really. And so you don't really create anything super amazing or anything, but it's enough to, fill your bellies and feel good about the day. It doesn't taste terrible, but it's not something you guys would want to eat all the time either. So
Yeah. Two things as we rest. First, I'm going to ask Barb again if I can use or check out that medallion as we're kind of taking a rest and see if I can figure anything else out about it.
That's fine. I'd show it to him.
Okay. And also to Barb, I'm going to ask him, I think that ring might be best suited for our bird here. I think he's the best among us for quick daggers and the like, and if he can use this, that might be a really good resource. If you're not willing to part with it,
I would look a little bit sad, but I would give it to him.
and I give Barb 80 gold.
You don't need to give me no gold. Okay.
That's what I thought.
I don't need money. Okay.
Okay, I take the ring and flick it over to Rooster, and I'm gonna sit down and start checking out this medallion.
I toss 80 gold at Zeke. I'm not going to be in debt to anybody.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, go ahead and roll Arcana for the medallion.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Finally, for hell's sakes.
The medallion has no magical properties to it.
Okay. I toss it back to Barb, and I'm muttering it in infernal under my breath, cursing in demon.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's what made it so funny when you rolled in that
my
one, because it was the
gosh.
same outcome no matter what. Oh, I should have been like, you think it might be magical.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But no. Yeah, not magical.
Okay, and I'm just gonna sit back and study my little grimoire, and that's it.
So over this night, are we going to recoup our
Yep,
hit points?
so you will recover your health points. Additionally, are you going to wear the ring, Rooster, to attune to it, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the ring on. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys get some rest.
Can I say something?
Yep.
So I also want to make some carrot soup because I don't have any healing potions, and I don't know what you guys are at or not.
I'm full health.
Yeah, we're healing
Well,
overnight.
full health, but I don't have any health potions.
Oh yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make some carrot soup.
I can keep us from dying, but I can't heal us.
So on top of your dire wolf meat meal, you make up some carrot soup, and go ahead and roll a d4.
With advantage?
Nope.
I got a 1.
All right, so you were able to make one helping of carrot soup.
How many potions does that make?
That makes one carrot soup.
Oh, 1 potion.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so with my 1 potion, I remember that Zeke was the one who picked me up, so I go and I hand him my one thing of carrot soup, and I look sad. And then I walk away and crawl in my sleeping bag
Gosh.
and go to sleep for the night.
Anybody else doing anything before you go to bed?
Well, once he goes to sleep, I want to go try to slip some gold into his coin purse.
Who, Danny's direwolf nutsack?
No, Rooster. Hell no. I ain't going near that.
Doesn't stink anymore. I washed it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, go ahead and use sleight of hand. And Rooster, do a perception check with disadvantage.
Well, he
Since you're
probably is
asleep.
going to notice this. Gosh damn it.
16.
I
With
got
disadvantage?
a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16 and a 19.
Alright, you notice that he's slipping gold into your pouch.
Act like you're asleep.
You don't
No.
have to act like you're awake, or you don't have to act like you noticed it.
So I realize that he is depositing gold into my pouch.
Yes.
I can differentiate between that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I'm actively, you can see me putting gold in.
Okay. I just let it happen.
Okay. And I go rest for the night.
And I stay
How
up.
much gold did you put in?
I
I'm
stay
going to
up.
put in 10 gold.
I stay up because I've got first watch.
Okay, I'll take the second.
Well, there is going to have to be a time where you're all asleep because there's only 3 of you, and you have to 6 hours is a full rest, and you have to rest for 8 hours total, but you have to be asleep for 6 of those hours, if that makes sense. So mathematically,
Yeah.
So we rest for 9 hours then. And I cook breakfast during the last hour.
okay. All right.
Fair
So you
enough.
guys are gonna do 9-hour rests. All right, got it. That works. All right. Mathematically, it works. All right.
Good job, Rooster.
You guys wake up in the morning. Rooster, when you wake up in the morning, you feel this ring like bite down on your finger and draw a
Oh,
little
dang
bit
it.
of blood, and it is stuck onto your finger.
No,
This ring is a cursed item.
Oh my god.
So it will do -2 on your Constitution modifier.
Oh, balls. I have a 0 as a modifier.
Well, now you have a -2 as your modifier. However, the blades will appear in your hands, and you'll get to do 2 attacks with them for the cost of 1 attack action. And you will additionally, on top of the, it's a +1 dagger. On top of the damage that you do, the creature that you attack has to make a DC 13 Constitution save, or become poisoned for a minute.
DC 13?
DC 13.
Nice.
And to activate it, to bring the daggers to your hand, you just rub the ring itself, and they'll appear in like smokiness.
Is that like a bonus action to rub the ring, or
Yes.
does it matter?
Yes, it's a bonus action to activate the knives. To have it removed, you have to cut off your finger or have it decursed. I would choose the latter.
I just kind of touched my dagger. I'm always willing to help.
Yeah, thanks for giving that to him.
Oh my gosh.
You sold it
I
to
was
him,
trying to
basically.
be nice.
Good job, Thad.
This is why I can't do nice things.
Yeah, maybe don't use items by people that are evil. Not always a good choice. I mean, it has its advantages. It is a +1 dagger, and you could poison people with it.
At least you didn't use it as a
And
Prince
you get
Albert.
attacked twice. And you get attacked twice.
What did you just...
I said at least you didn't use it as a Prince Albert.
Oh my god.
All of a sudden you feel something biting your pecker off. And you have to either cut it off.
No, now it does poison damage. Oh my gosh, if he rubs it, daggers come out.
Oh my gosh!
I hope you're okay with being
Anyway,
celibate.
you continue your,
Oh my
your
gosh.
journey. As you wake up in the morning, you get your horses ready and take off down the road. A few days of riding and you don't encounter anything. You're able to get your rest in at night, so no points of exhaustion there.
All 9 hours.
All 9 hours of your rest, so it takes you a couple extra hours to get there. But you finally reach the edge of this forest, and you see the city of Fourstone in the valley below. This city is a very large city. There's the main part of the city, which is next to the Avarian Lake, which is fed into by the Avarian River, which is the largest river on this continent. Around the lake and away from the main city, main portion of the city, are a lot of farms. This is kind of the breadbasket of this continent where most of the food is grown. And you just see a lot of the yellow fields of wheat. And basically, since we're coming into the autumn time, it's actually the harvesting period is getting close. And it looks like all these fields are getting ready to be harvested. From the center of the city, the buildings are spread out a little bit more, but there's still a lot of them. You notice that at the main city, there's giant walls that kind of guard the entire city. So everything outside of it would be left open to attack or something like that. But it looks like this city has really grown a lot more since the convergence. Basically, a lot of people have flocked to it, especially because of the farming ability and everything. Most of the houses are made of wood. Some with basically the bottom halves of these buildings are made with stone, kind of making the foundation, and the rest of it is wooden made, very nicely built with some thatch roofs. The main city part has the bigger buildings, which will have 3 or 4 story thatch buildings, and yeah, the sun is high up in the sky, and you guys are making your journey down into the valley to the city of Fourstone, and that is where we will end for tonight. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the show.
And if you did, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast.
We'd also love to hear some of your feedback and comments, and we got a few ways for you to do that.
For example, jump right into Twitter and go ahead and follow us. Our handle is @NSSDBros, or hit us up with our hashtag NSSDBros.
And if you need another way to get in touch with us, check out our website at NSSDBros.com.
And be sure to follow and subscribe to see what other trouble our dungeon duds get into on the next
Not So
Super
Dungeon
Bros.
Dude, you guys are all dumb.